That's the score, baby. That's it, huh?
Ready? 90 Wolf.
I got it. Kill.
Switch it. 6-6. Bullet high.
Check. Lucky.
Light. Go.
On first down, Silver. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Rap. Check. Fresno.
22 jet bomber. Look. Squeeze. Sit up. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check hot route. Hot. Watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son.
2nd and 6. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. It's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go up one-handed. But, boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. They'll run on 1st down. Silver. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check 24. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. I got
Topper.
Safety's creeping. Check 3. Check.
Look at me. Door. I go. Ready.
Now a give, right side. Silver. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Target.
Back to throw. Miller. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. You got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Ricky.
On first down, McMillan. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, McMillan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Go, 50, plant.
On third down, McMillan. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their time. Timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's got a man. That's Marshall. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Back to throw. Miller. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Sam on.
Miller to throw again. Flush to his right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
61, matchbox lights. Gone, gone.
On 2nd down now, Silver. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Go.
Campbell making the catch. The 20. Give him 30 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hard, hard. X3, 218, chopper. Look, squeeze.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. On 3rd down, McMillan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a give, right side. Silver, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Blue draw quarters.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run on first down. Silver. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-6, bullet high.
On 2nd down, Silver. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Down to lose 1.
Now.
Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Now Miller operating from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, lock it.
Crunch.
Here's Miller throwing on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
55. Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, watch it.
22 jet bomber. Check Mike. Let's go.
Miller now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And and this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Silver. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
65, 65.
On first down, Miller. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check the backer, check the backer.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to get it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch 13, watch 13. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Herbert. He's able to find Wallace. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight right, tight right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey. Hey, wahoo! Yo, jackrabbit, come on. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Bravo.
From the gun, Herbert. Open man left side is Wallace complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
91.
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You must be dreaming.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Shoot. Joker.
Go. Shoot.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On fourth down, Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bengals drive about to get going with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it down here, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. On 3rd down, Silver. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So we got man. Showing it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Let's go. General West. 18 Gator.
Watch out.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Miller. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Watch the twin. Watch the twin.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's third down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Silver, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
I'm coming for you.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
Miller to throw on second down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 17 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bengals 26, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Protein spill.
Check 99. Check 99.
Yo, shoot.
Now Joe Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Look at me. Go.
Jim.
Now.
Now Miller throwing to start the drive. It's caught at the 10. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bengals, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, I will not